Hello guys, Bud here with Dependable Lawn Care, and as I discussed before in a previous video, I'm going to be experimenting a little bit with some different blades on the FW15. Now this is actually off of my 52-inch Ferris, but this is a wavy style mulching blade, so it doesn't have a lot of lift, which your tail back here is what gives you the lift. And this is the style of blade that's on the mower right now. And then you have the high lift blades, which you can see have a decent amount of lift in the tail, but other than that they're just a straight flat blade. So this is the next blade that I want to try on the FW15 with the mulch kit on, and that's the key here, is that I want to try all of these different blades with the mulch kit on to see how it does. What I'm looking for is maybe just a little bit more lift to catch some stragglers, even though there aren't very many, but when you start cutting really high, you know, you get some stragglers, but without having too much blowout. And so the other configuration, or the other blade that I want to try, is the super high lift, and these guys, they're pretty extreme. You can see the lift on those things. So look at these compared to these. In fact, you slide one over here so you can see them side by side. You see the difference in the lift on those. I mean, so those are a super high lift blade. And in case you're curious, the way you get these, I had to order these from my dealer. One of these actually came with my bagging kit. It comes with a super high lift blade that you put on it on the inside, on the outside closest to the bagger, and it helps create lift to shoot the debris up into the bagging system on the FW15. So I just went to my dealer and had them order me another one so that I have a pair so I can try them together. So I've got super high lift, the regular high lift blades, and then the mulching blades. Mulching blades are on it with the mulch kit. It's just the factory mulch kit set up right now. I want to try these and see how they work with the mulch kit, and then I want to try the super high lift and see how they work with the mulch kit. I'm mowing at 3 inches. We're going to make 2 passes with the mulch blades, and then we'll switch over to the medium lift blades, and then if we don't get too much blowout with the medium lift, then we'll switch over to the super high lift. What I've found with my big mowers, which I know they're not exactly the same, the deck design and everything's not exactly the same, but with my big mowers with the mulch kits, I found out that you can get too much airflow pretty quick. And what happens is you might have, you know, a good cut on this side, but then on the other side, your discharge side, the grass will be pushing down because of the airflow, and so you just don't get the cut quality that you're looking for. And so that's kind of what I'm wanting to see with this is, you know, we're going to see what the mulch blades do with all the leaves in the grass and everything, and then we'll switch over to the medium lift and see if we get any blowout or if we get better mowing, you know, that kind of thing. So anyways, let's make these 2 passes and then go switch blades. Okay, so a pass down and a pass back, and it mulched up the leaves pretty good. And what you're seeing right here, a lot of times on video, it looks like a trail, and it's not. You know, there's no trail, there's no debris other than an occasional leaf. It's just where the wheels were riding at, going both directions. So it just kind of makes a line that goes away pretty quick. But mulched up the leaves pretty decent. I mean, there's a leaf here and there that it doesn't mulch, and I think the reason for that is because mulch kits don't have a lot of suction. It's not like having a bagger or something on it, but that looks pretty good. That's pretty clean. So let's go put the medium lift blades on it, and we'll run 2 more passes and see what we get. So we just took the mulch blades off, getting ready to put the high lift blades on, and we're also going to scrape the deck real quick. That's about normal for damp grass running the mulch kit, but I want to start with it nice and clean so I can see the difference between the 2 blades. And by the way, the deck was clean before we started up there. It's just that grass is really damp. So anyway, clean the deck real quick, put on the high lift blades, and go make 2 more passes. Clean before I throw these blades on, just so you can see I really did actually clean it, not just say I was going to. The only spots that you see where there's still some grass is the spindles where all the mounting bolts are at that come through the deck. So that's about as clean as it gets. Go ahead and throw these high lift blades on, but look at all that. It had a lot up in there. So which is normal. Like I said, you know, when it's damp, it will stick, but then, you know, it doesn't take very long for it to process all that stuff out. It dries up a little bit, and then the next time you check the deck, it'll be clean. So I hardly ever have to scrape it, but for the purpose of this video, I wanted to make sure it was clean. So let's get the blades on there and get back to work. So let's walk it real quick. Now, I don't know how well it's going to show up on camera, but there is actually a trail this time of clippings and leaf mulch and stuff that didn't get completely chopped up. I did notice that it had much better lift. That's probably not really going to show on video, but you know, it was really pulling everything up out of the grass. But it also had blowout, which I think you could see on the video, but you can also see it in the trail that it left, where it was really blowing stuff hard out of that discharge side, and you'd see stuff blowing out from underneath the deck, which you don't want, because then you're losing your mulching. You're losing the productivity with your mulching. So, you know, you could really see towards the end here. And then when I stopped and I shut the blades off, look at all of that. All that stuff that fell out. And so we'll look at the deck real quick, underneath the deck, but I guarantee it's got a bunch of stuff caked up in there. It's not caked up too bad, but there's definitely stuff in there. And I think the reason it's not caked up is because it all fell out when I shut the blades off. So, you know, that made a mess. So I definitely don't want to try the super high lifts, because I already know that I'm going to lose efficiency with the mulching kit. The only other thing that might be worth trying would be having a high lift blade on the inside and having a mulch blade on the outside. And I'm not talking about X blades, I just mean high lift blade on that side, mulch blade on this side. But I'm thinking basically it's just going to overpower. So you're going to get suction on that side and too much airflow on this side. You know, the airflow moving this way. So I think basically what it boils down to is, with the mulch kit at least, it's best to just run the mulch blades. Which, you know, that's fine. I mean, it does a great job in that capacity, and you know, it does a great job set up as a mulching mower. I mean, it really does do a fantastic job. So, you know, it's fun to try new stuff out and see what works and what doesn't, and now I know. So what I'm going to do is put my mulching blades back on and finish mowing the yard, because I need to go ahead and get that done. And that's it for now, guys. So as always, thanks for watching. Get out there and make some money, and we'll catch you on the next one.